Y'all, welcome back to the channel. Monique here with Work Autonomy. So today we're going to talk about SAAS Labs. Now, before I get started, as always, guys, if you're interested in this job, the link for it is in the description box, so please help yourself. Also, check out the weekly playlist of the current job leads that have been posted for this week and for the past weeks. And then also stick around to the very end for some additional bonus content of some tips and tricks on how to get your resume, or at least the best chances of getting your resume seen by a recruiter. So, SAAS Labs, this is the company where they're building a complete platform for high-performing sales and support teams of growing companies. And right now they're hiring for a customer support associate in their HelpWise department. This is a work from anywhere role. Anybody can apply. And we're going to do things in reverse. I'm going to do the qualifications first and then the responsibility. So the qualifications for this role is simply 1 to 4 years of experience in customer service roles, and folks with SaaS experience will be given preference. The ability to understand tech products is a must, and that's all the qualifications they have mentioned. So the key responsibilities is end-to-end ownership of handling customer support queries, collaborate with engineering and sales teams as required, communicating effectively with international customers over email, live chat, and calls, handling certain aspects of customer success, such as trying to retain churned customers and setting up and taking onboarding calls, writing, updating help articles to keep the knowledge base up to date, and then also documenting support processes and FAQs. So the skills that they're looking for is customer communication, empathy, and customer obsession, ability to write effectively, whether it is customer emails or help articles, problem solving, understanding customer pain points, and providing effective solutions. Self-starter, as one of the early members of the function, they are expected to take up initiatives and provide suggestions to improve support processes. So no salary information I could find. Average salary will still be $40,000 to $60,000 for a customer support role, but some of the benefits that are inclusive with the position is autonomy to drive initiatives, not necessarily limited to support, opportunity to work and collaborate with a truly global team spread across 6 countries, routine hackathons and learning boot camps to promote knowledge sharing, work from anywhere in the world, choose your own work hours. So this is the customer support associate position with SAAS Labs. When you submit your application to a company, we hope that it gets seen by human eyes, right? And it's taken seriously. However, that's not the case. A lot of companies have an applicant tracking system that is designed to parse out specifics from your resume to see whether it meets the criteria for it to move on to a recruiter then. This part makes or breaks you as a candidate, okay? Because the applicant tracking system's job is to weed out, I would say, about 80 to 90% of candidates. So think of it this way, like there's 1,000 applicants that is applying for a support role. Well, a recruiter is not going to go through all 1,000 of these applications, right? So the applicant tracking system's job is going to see whether this candidate is a viable candidate to move on to the recruiter. And more than likely than not, you will get a rejection notice more so than you'll get a notice to move forward in the process. So let's discuss some tips on how to get your resume seen, or at least the best chances of getting your resume seen. All right, so the first tip I have for you guys is don't use fancy resumes. I know that they're attractive and alluring and it looks like something that somebody wants to see in a recruiting office, but honestly, no. These are actually a big no-no. Reason for it is because the applicant tracking system can't parse your resume properly to identify the keywords that it's looking for. So best to just keep it very simple, plain. It's fine if it's just in black and white. It's fine if it's just a standard formatting. That's all well and fine. But if you're going to use something with color elements like a fancy border with your business card on there and a picture, it's all not necessary. Because again, this is going to be uploaded to a system that is going to just find what keywords it needs to find in order to see whether you are a viable candidate or not. So it's recommended that you keep your resume simple with no special graphics or colors. All right, so tip number 2, make sure your resume is editable. Every time you submit a job application, your resume should differ every time. Yes, I said that. The reason for this is that you want to include some of the repeated keywords that you found in the job description on your resume. You can also try rewording the bullet points that you found in the job description into your own words. That might actually raise your chances of it being seen by a recruiter, but I do not recommend copying the bullet point exactly word for word on it. No, try rewording it. All right. And then the last tip I have for you guys, tip number 3, is just make sure to check your spelling and grammar. I know that seems so obvious, but you'd be surprised, y'all. You'd be surprised. So make sure you run your resume through a third party tool like Grammarly, and make sure that your spelling and grammar are good to go, because that does make a difference as well too. All right, y'all. So that's what I have for you guys at this time. I hope that the tips and the tricks help you guys out with getting your resume seen by a recruiter. And as always, guys, please continue to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I post new job leads. But until next time, family, I will see you all in the next videos. Take care.